away. Our best value of the day is coming up. Well, I never leave the house without these detox pads. They're one of my all-time favorites. I'm gonna take you shopping tonight. My name is Sarah. I'm here with the internationally renowned facial plastic surgeon, Dr. Paul Nassif. He's also familiarly the star of E's television show Botched for more than 8 years running. He has been our go-to guy, and he's developed skincare for us exclusively here at HSN. So welcome back.
It's great to be here.
Nice to have you live in our studio, and this is always a pleasure. But that means it's a really big deal, and it's a really incredible buy. These are his #1 best-selling hero products. They're detox pads. It's a little mini facial. It's exfoliating, it's a firming treatment, it's radiance, addressing uneven skin tone, reducing the appearance of your pores, it's brightening the skin, and it's infusing your skin with some of the most amazing anti-aging ingredients. One of these sells every day for $46. Each one of these tubs is a 60 count. So for the price of one, you're getting 3. It's a buy one, get 2 free value. This is what we call a today's special. In fact, it's so incredible. At $140, you would be getting 180 detox pads every other day. But today at HSN, you're getting 180 detox pads for less than the price of one. Now, there is 2 formulas. There's the original and the gentle. Why don't we explain that really quickly so everyone can jump right in?
Absolutely. First of all, if you are new to our detox pads and you do not have a sensitivity to salicylic acid, you got to stick with the OG. However, you can try the gentle. Matter of fact, a lot of folks like to mix and match. That's replaced with a fruit acid complex, which is just as effective. We're going to go through all the ingredients. And one of the most important things we're going to talk about today, I want to have Sarah mention, very important about this today's special, is the auto ship.
That's right. In fact, you weren't going to do auto ship, but then he knew that so many of you have chosen this as your #1 all-time favorite product here at HSN. He says, okay, we can do a few auto ship. And basically, auto ship means you get to lock in this price for all future shipments. So that means we at HSN and Dr. Paul Nassif have to honor that price for your future shipments. That's why we can't do very many of them. But if you're ordering right now, here's what I would suggest. If you love the detox pads as much as I do, you want to lock in auto ship tonight. Once auto ship sells out, we will have the trio available for you. It does have a 2-year shelf life. If you use one of these every single day, it lasts 6 months. If you use one every other day like I do, this is a year's supply of detox pads. We have free shipping. We've got interest-free payments. But if you want to order right now, jump right in and find out why 52 million pads have been spoken here at HSN. I like that it does so many things in a really simple, effective pad that just goes on in a heartbeat.
You know, the new saying I like now is called swipe and glow. And you're going to look at one of these pads. It is wiping away the signs of aging. And by the way, we've sold over 2 million of the whole tubs worldwide. And as you mentioned, 54 million pads sold here. And I will tell you one thing. This is a big favorite with all the hosts because if you got that thick makeup on, this does everything. So what I want to do with all of you, explain how these work. We're going to go through an animation first. Let's do that so I can explain how it works. I'm going to show you some science. We're going to have fun. I'm going to really teach you everything about skincare and why these were originally made. So first of all, this is something that I developed for all my patients preoperatively and postoperatively. Getting that skin ready for procedures and surgery, and then especially after the healing. So first of all, exfoliation of dead skin cells. As we get older, we accumulate a lot more. Gunk on our face, especially debris and makeup, it sticks in your pores. So they actually pulls everything out of your pores. When your pores are empty, they get a little smaller, that makes the texture better. Helps with the skin tone, firm the appearance of the skin, fine lines and wrinkles are softer, and actually it's great for hydration, it's great for problematic skin. So what we'll do is here, I'm gonna go over to our telestrator right here, and I'm gonna show you. So what you're looking at on the screen, you're gonna pop back and see it. This is very thick fluorescent makeup. And this was our clinical study to show why this is so effective. And so when we actually take a look at conventional soap right here, that's what's stuck inside, and this is called a VISIA, complexion analysis, which means you can't see this. So basically, if you are putting on a serum, like we're gonna do a launch of our niacinamide, okay, biopeptide serum, it's not gonna be that effective. The reason why it's not effective is because you're putting it on top of clogged pores. It's not gonna penetrate in your skin. Now, using the detox pad, what do you see? You see this. You see absolutely perfection. Now, when we did the clinical study on this, it was 108%, more than double more effective than soap and water. And what I want to do is also tell you a few things. And now this is some of the stuff that we've been hearing from, a lot of my customers, at the Med Spa in Beverly Hills. Obviously, you're not going to ever get this value. Matter of fact, a lot of our customers say, when are you going on HSN to get this value? And the thing I'm going to tell all of you, first of all, you'll never see this value ever again, especially with what's happening in the world. And I will tell you that I use these twice a day, first of all. All genders, all ages. I don't care, if you're 12 years old, you can start this. I don't care if you're, 85 years old. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna just pop over here. I talked to you about 108%, more effective than soap and water. Now we have Donna, who's using the OG, the original. And I haven't seen Donna. Hi, Donna. I know you're having fun over there. I'm just popping over next to you. And she's using a makeup wipe. Now the makeup wipe, obviously, soap and water, makeup wipe. What do you use to take off your makeup at home? So again, we're doing a live demonstration, and you're seeing that, of course. Oh, yeah. And she does have that makeup on.
Yeah, now I'm going to take one of your pads and I'm going to go over exactly where I just went over with a makeup wipe. I used to use makeup wipes to take off my makeup every night. I thought I was getting my face clean until I started using the detox pads. I'm going over the exact same area and look at how much makeup was still left on my face. And the detox pad not only cleans my face, but it leaves behind a great treatment for my skin. So, it's a double whammy. It's fabulous. I use them twice a day, every day.
One of the things I want to add too, we look at her, I'm just going to pop up, is that underneath the lower eyelid here in this area, sometimes you get milia. Milia, these little trapped, they're keratin, which means skin gets trapped underneath the skin, you get these little bumps. It is a great way to actually help, one, prevent them, or two, if you have them, to basically break them down. Sometimes you may have to see the dermatologist for that. And, or it gets them easier to exfoliate. But it's a great prevention on these. And that's why I like the Swipe and Glow. One thing too that the customers have mentioned to me, and it's some of the new exciting stuff is, first of all, they're using it on the neck and deck. Especially we get the tech neck, which means when you're using the phone, you're bending, down like this, you start seeing the wrinkles. Especially this area here, which is damaged. A lot of us younger were using baby oil. I don't know about you, but I used a lot of baby oil.
I did too.
In this area. And the other area too is the hands. So before you any treatment, you want to get your hands prepped. And I'm telling you what some of our customers have told me. So that's another great idea. The other thing too, I have to tell you, again, I'm telling you what my customers tell me, back knee. You're getting that acne on your shoulders. The salicylic acid is great for that. You get the little keratosis pilaris on the back of the arms, the little bumps. It's great for that. It's great for the top of your feet, great for the calluses and the cracking. So these, besides using them on your face and neck, we're talking your whole body. And this is why I want all of you, what we do is we keep one of these in everywhere in the house. Every bathroom has one. Everyone who comes over uses them. I keep them on my bedside. I'm getting home, it's late. I travel from Beverly Hills to where I live now, about an hour-and-a-half drive. I'm in the car, I use one of these, and oh, I got a few more ideas to tell you real quick. It's so great while I'm in the car. The gym, all right, what's happening? You're sweating. I'll tell you one thing, after the gym, it's incredible. Also, some interesting comments that we've heard underneath the arms. When you get the little razor burns and the bumps, it helps with that. It actually helps, some folks say it even helps eliminate some of the odor, because when you remove some of the debris, it's actually getting rid of some of the bacteria. So this really is an incredible multi-purpose, product now. And I know we'll come right back over to you because I know you want to talk about it. But I'll tell you one thing too, with Kelly, Kelly, what are you doing there? You using what?
I'm doing just what Donna did to show you. I'm using a regular makeup wipe to take off all the makeup that I have on. And as you'll see, I've got a pretty decent amount of makeup on there. It's pretty full of makeup, but I'm gonna take one of the detox pads and I'm gonna go back over that same spot that I just did. And as you'll see, there's a lot more makeup to be removed. And what's nice is that not only am I removing the makeup, but I'm leaving behind such a wonderful, wonderful amount of skincare that is really gonna take care of my skin, help the texture, help the color, and help just clean out the pores even better.
Right. I mean, think about it. If you're washing your face with soap and water, it is not nearly as effective as using a Dr. Nassif detox pad. This is why when the doctor is in, you're getting doctor-developed skincare. These are the exact same pads. These are the exact same formulas. We have the Hydro Screen coming up. We've got a brand new niacinamide serum that we're going to debut tonight. This is everything you want, doctor-developed skincare, so you know he knows every single ingredient, every single drop that's going into every single formula. These are nice, big, oversized pads, and what you're getting is the only time this year that we're doing the 3-pack of the 60 count. This is a total of 180 pads. Let me just break it down for you one more time. Best value of the year is on your screen. If you do not order this today, you are going to miss out on the best value, the biggest buy, the biggest bundle on his #1 best-selling hero product. If you've never tried Dr. Nassif, you don't have to change anything else about your skincare routine. Just add these and you will start to see the results. I love these detox pads. I pack them in my suitcase for every single trip. It doesn't matter if I'm going to Michigan or I'm biking in Croatia or I'm camping in New Zealand. I could only take like 4 beauty products with me on my New Zealand camping trip because we were in like a little camper van, Dr. Nassif. And every time we got to a camp stop, I said, first thing I'm gonna do is use my detox pads because you might not always have soap and water. You may not always have a shower or bath, like you mentioned, after the gym. But when you have a detox pad, you have a cleanser, you have an exfoliator, you have a mini facial, and you've got a resurfacing treatment all in one. And the best part is you do not have to rinse it off. You can read the nearly 500 rave reviews on our website right now, but as expected, auto ship is going very, very quickly. If you say yes to auto ship, you'll be one of the few in the world to lock in this price on future shipments. It's about a 90-day auto shipment cycle, but you can change that, cancel that at any time, but you will never see this 3-pack again for $45. One is $46, so now you get 3 for less than the price of 1. So here's how it works. You order our today's special, which is our best value of the day with free shipping. You can lock in this great price. It comes down to 25 cents per pad. If you're using this every day, for a quarter a day. I can't even park for 15 minutes for 25 cents these days. But I could have had a little mini facial from a doctor-developed skincare. We also have his incredible, fabulous cleanser. Now the cleanser is available as our what we call our bonus buy. If you add the cleanser to your order, now usually the cleanser on its own is $79 because this is like a year's supply worth of facial cleanser. You're getting the cleanser today as our bonus buy with the Today Special for just $45. So you're saving $34 off the price. I don't believe that's on auto ship. So if you want to lock that in, you can buy that in pairing with our detox pads and you'll have a great opportunity for you because you are getting magic in every single pad. How is yours different from, I mean, we're seeing the girls use just, you know, a cleansing pad that you buy at the grocery store, the drugstore. How is yours different? Explain that to
I'll tell you one thing. We call it the triple acid blend, which has lactic acid, salicylic, and glycolic. And what they do, once you start using these products, they work synergistically. So besides removing all the gunk, it's infusing simultaneously all the great clinical proven key ingredients that we use, but it's also hydrating. So it's not stripping your skin. So besides not stripping your skin dry, it's hydrating. And let me walk you through what these pads do. And I use them twice a day, no matter what. So this is a 3-month supply for me. That's why I love that it's on 90 days on the auto ship.
Right.
Exfoliation. And I want to talk about exfoliation for a second once I'm done. Debris and makeup, 108% better than soap and water. I'll show you a clinical study. It goes in your pores, extracts the gunk. That's what makes your texture, you know, not that great when the pores are full. Plus, you need empty pores to have any other skincare product work together. Firm the appearance of the skin, fine lines and wrinkles, softening, actually, you know, really, it does absolutely everything for your skin. And I want to, after I show you this.
I like that point that you just made.
Which
you
one?
You have to reveal the skin that's underneath. And for all of your other topical skincare to work, you have to have clean, vibrant, empty skin. You can't have clogged pores.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know what's another point about that? No matter what you use, no matter what skincare line, this works seamlessly with everything. It takes any product. So let's say you're going to spend $200, $300 on a product, or hopefully not. You're going to come here tonight and get an Massive MD, but it makes those products work better, effectively. They get in. So for example, what you're looking at below is a Visia, a complexion analysis, very thick fluorescent makeup. Okay, now after using soap and water, you see what's left in your skin. Take a look right there, that's what's left inside, as compared to using a detox pad side. And that's what's left in your pores. One of the important things too about exfoliation, when we're doing a treatment, when we are bringing you to the operating room, that's why these were made. These were pre-treatment. Exfoliation without stripping the skin, keeping that pH the same. It's getting your skin ready so that my surgical results are going to shine more, just like the Hydro Screen. It was the 1-2 punch for surgery. And then after surgery, especially after facelifts, deep plane facelifts, rhinoplasties, we got to get that skin clean and keep it so you heal well, especially, you know, in the face, because you have all this surgical prep stuff that we put on the skin. And that really goes in there for like 3 or 4 days. When you start using the detox pad, it really takes care of your skin. So this is why. And then Donna, what are you doing over there? Donna's actually using, she had a makeup wipe, and then she just took it off, used the makeup wipe, now you're using a detox pad.
Yep, I'm going over the exact same area. I'm doing the other side of my face just to do the demo for everyone, to show just exactly how much dirt, oil, and makeup a regular makeup wipe leaves behind on your skin. The detox pad, it gently exfoliates, which I really, really like, and it leaves behind great skincare that brightens my skin, firms my skin. I feel like the fine lines and wrinkles are less than they were before I started using your products. I use the detox pads every day. I've got my mom on them, my son, who, you know, he does have an issue with back knee, and he uses them, and he's seen some really good results as well.
Donna, you just reminded me how popular this is, not only with me, but with my entire family. I think I told you this story once. I've got a lot of teenage nephews. I have 5 teenage nephews, and they're all at that age where they're starting to get concerned about their skin. So one of them said, Auntie Sarah, you know a lot about beauty products. What do you have for me? And I said, oh, you should start with the detox pads. He loved them so much, he had me send them to him when he was living overseas. My sister and her family had to move overseas for a job for a couple of years. I was sending these to Singapore. Okay, like that's how much your detox pads are in demand. He goes, I can probably just buy them here. And I was like, actually, no, you can't. I have to send them to you. So I send these to my nieces, my nephews. I also don't leave the house without them. And here's a true story. I had a facial for the first time in about a year. I know, you probably are like, you should be getting a little facial a little bit more often. I just don't get around to it. I said to the technician who was doing my facial, I said, oh, just tell me how my skin is. I'm really worried. I haven't had a facial in a long time. She goes, actually, you have really tight pores. And I was like, I do? She says, yes, you have really tight pores. And I swear it's because of your detox pads. These have been a lifesaver for me. I really love it for the brightening. I notice it evens out my skin tone. My skin is smoother. The surface is more like glass. If you haven't tried these pads, this can be a game changer. And you don't have to wait very long to see the results. No, that's what else I love about them, right? You can notice the difference after the first time you use them.
I mean, I'll tell you one thing. When I first started, when I actually developed them and we did these, I go, how can one pad do that many things? So remember, everyone, it's exfoliating, cleansing, and it's an anti-aging pad. That's why I like Swipe and Glow. That brightness, the shine, especially with the vitamin C. There's ectoine, there's witch hazel, there's anti-inflammatory products. And by the way, what you're looking at is a Visia of the Gentle. Just as effective. And so I can remind everyone, we have 2 types. We have the OG, which has a beautiful blend of salicylic, lactic, and glycolic acids, and many other vitamin C and many other products. Now, if you know you're sensitive to salicylic, then you're gonna switch over to the fruit acid complex. And actually, again, they're safe to use around the orbital bone, especially the lower cheek. Make sure you don't get it in your eye, but it's great even for that milia, the little bumps you get underneath your lower eye. It's great. And then what we were talking about earlier, exfoliation. So what happens to us as we get older? We have a couple million dead skin cells that accumulate a day, okay? And as we get older, it's hard for you to actually get rid of them. These help with that. First of all, you're in the shower, you're gonna use the Massive MD cleanser, which we'll hit shortly in a minute. Then you're gonna start your first anti-aging treatment with your detox baths. Every one of these are soaked. And also what I want you to do for the Today Special, I want you, because it's limited, probably will be gone tonight.
In fact, auto ship could sell out very, very early because actually half of you are buying the auto ship. Later in the day, there will not be auto ship available. And there's a reason why we couldn't do that, because you have to guarantee that price going forward. So here's what's so amazing about this value is that we're doing the same price on this trio that we did last year. We only do it once a year. If you think, oh, we'll do this every 3 months, every 6 months, maybe next year, it will be June or May of 2026 before we do a value like this again. And according to Dr. Nassif, we will not be able to repeat this value. So the fact that we're holding the same price as last year, even though the price of each one of these has actually gone up, is a really huge savings that he is just so thrilled to pass on to you. You will not get the savings if you walked into your clinic in Beverly Hills. But what I also love is that everybody's getting an opportunity to learn from someone. I mean, you're an internationally renowned facial plastic surgeon. You're a speaker. You actually teach other doctors about surgery. You could have access to any product, any ingredient in the entire world. And the fact that you put your name and you stake your reputation on this, I think that means a lot to everybody watching.
Well, I appreciate that.
Because you're getting the best.
You know, I mean, because one thing that I can tell you, you might recognize me and you might try them. But if the product isn't any good, I'm gonna just say it as it is. If it's not effective, and you're not gonna get it again. And this is why we've sold, how many, wait a minute, was it 54 million pads?
52 million, last time we counted.
Okay, at HSN. Remember, this is my #1, over 2 million sold worldwide. And now, Kelly is using you're using the Gentle, correct?
I am. I've just wiped off my makeup, or thought I wiped all my makeup off with a scratchy makeup wipe. And I wouldn't have believed this if I hadn't tried it myself. But these detox pads, I have the Gentle right now. Donna was using the regular OG one. But as you can see, I have wiped off even more makeup and dirt and debris on my face than the makeup wipe could. And this feels so smooth and gentle. You talk about it exfoliating, but it just feels like I'm putting a nice skincare on. It doesn't feel like I'm ripping anything off. It feels so nice, and I love it because it's so quick, it's so easy. When I'm getting the kids out the door in the morning, I can just do this, and my skincare is done for the day.
You know what? I was just thinking, you guys have each done this 3 times, right? I mean, you guys are on a roll. They've been putting on makeup and taking it off, and they've done this 3 times, but their face isn't red or irritated. Other wipes will do that. Why does your face get like, you know, when you use some of those other wipes?
Well, because it's irritating your skin. I mean, so that's what's incredible about these clinically grade ingredients that are synergistically working together. Because what's happening is they're cleansing, exfoliating, infusing anti-aging products without stripping the natural pH, hydration, transepidermal water loss. It doesn't do any of that. And there's actually hydrators in here. And when you're looking at this little video here, first of all, exfoliation as we get older, you know, we don't really lose skin cells, and that blocks for any of the other products. They don't work well when they're sitting with dead skin cells on your skin. 2, the pores, the dirt, the grime, the sweat, the sunscreen. We gotta get rid of all that. Cleans out your pores, then they shrink, makes your texture better. Fine lines and wrinkles are so much softer, firming the appearance of the skin, hydrating. And again, a lot of our customers are saying, back knee, help me with the arms, shoulder, neck. There's actually, you know what's interesting I just found out? And I should have known this, but there's micropores in your décolleté area. So the point is for that radiance, and you want to actually get that chest, again, looking better, more radiance, you're doing the décolleté of the neck. Top of the hands before you put any other products on. Top of your feet, bottom of your feet, back of your arms for the little bumps, underneath your arms to even decrease some of the bacteria count. So this is doing everything, and that's what our patients have told us after, let's see, 8 years.
8 years here at HSN. Congratulations. Also, a huge customer choice, a big, big customer pick here at HSN. This is the best value of the year. They are going very, very quickly. If you want it, you have to shop now. You can get 3, which is 180 total. That'll last a year if you use it every other day. It'll last 6 months if you use it every single day. It'll be a 90-day supply if you do it twice a day. Either way, they're like 25 cents a piece. This is one of the best values we have ever done, we will ever do on the detox pads. I have mine on auto ship. I just got my last shipment about